look at you.
When it comes to special effects, what can we expect from Alita? Because how did you manage to create those big eyes? They're amazing.
Yeah, well, we wanted to do something that, you know, the manga anime eyes that we've seen since the 30s, and Astro Boy has never been done photorealistically. So usually if you see an anime translated, it doesn't feel like that. So we thought, and the early artwork I saw that Jim had before it was even technically possible, had that in her. And it was so striking and so arresting. I thought, oh my God, we have to do that. We have to be the first to bring a true manga anime character to life, who can talk and be emote along with real actors and make it feel photoreal. That would be the first time anyone ever sees that. So it was finding the right design element and finding that, you know, still experimenting with the size and a face that carries it. And the eyes are the window to the soul. Got some big windows to see a lot of the soul that goes on within that character, because the character has such great heart and great soul.
And then we turned to Weta Digital that did the visual effects for Avatar, that did them for Planet of the Apes, and brought Caesar to life with such compassion, because, you know, movies are about the close-up, and nobody does visual effects of characters better than Weta Digital.
And regarding James Cameron, is he kind of sad about not directing the movie, and how did he help making the project possible now?
Well, I think, you know, once Jim was really torn whether to do this movie, Alita Battle Angel as a director, or Alita or Avatar.
The first Avatar.
The first Avatar, and he chose to do the first Avatar, and that sort of set him down a path. But we spent several years looking for the right director, and until we started talking to Robert, we didn't find that. So I think what Jim is very comfortable with is he has turned over his baby to someone who has made the commitment and delivered on the idea that I'm going to deliver a Jim Cameron movie. A story that has heart, a story that has spectacle, and a story that enthralls audiences.
Is it a sci-fi movie, a superhero flick? It's hard to tell from the trailer I saw.
Right. Yeah, no, you'd be surprised. It's we don't think of her as a superhero, but she is a hero, because it's someone who literally is found in a trash heap, thinks she's insignificant, and becomes someone who becomes very empowered and finds that she can change the world. So there's a hero within her and a hero within audiences that we think that we tap into, because that's just how Jim Cameron, you know, crafts his stories to appeal to the widest audience. He connects them to stories and characters that are very empowering and that they fall in love with before you put them into the adventure that has all the elements of excitement and spectacle and sci fiction. You have to ground it first with the characters.
We've been aware of this project for like 15 years now, or more than that. I guess it would be a very different looking movie if it had been done back then, right? Because of special effects and everything.
Well, I think that one of the things that you know, we try and do at Lightstorm is to, you know, wait for the technology to be there to allow us to tell the stories that we want to tell. And you're right, Alita could not have been told when we optioned the property in 1999. That's how long we've had that property. You asked also about, you know, science fiction, and I think that yes, this is a science fiction movie, but, you know, science fiction can be a great metaphor for the world in which we live. And this is a tale that really begs the question, what does it mean to be human? And how do you love? And how do you make that commitment and the choices you make in life? And I think that's an important message for the world in which we live today.
And we had Ghost in the Shell coming out earlier this year. It seems manga will keep inspiring good movies, right? What do you think about this media?
Well, I think, you know, one of the things that we looked at this as an opportunity to try and portray a character who paid homage to the manga culture. So in Alita, we have designed a character that has larger eyes, that has a slightly smaller mouth. And I think that, you know, one of the things that Koshiro did with Alita that most manga series don't do, he wrote something that was set in a universal world. It's not a story that was originated in Asia. This is something that is set in a place called Iron City. And Koshiro saw it as a melting pot of the world, which makes it easier to translate onto film.
I think you are someone very special.
May you stay in the